Hello there everyone and welcome back. The open beta is finally here for Dawn of War 3, signifying that all hell is about to break loose when the final release finally is upon us. Orcs are going to die, Eldar are going to be purged, and hopefully Space Marines are going to be victorious. For I have just gotten out of the tutorial, so this will be my first real dive into the multiplayer. And from what I could tell, there's unfortunately only like multiplayer against other people. I don't think there's an option from what I could tell to face off against bots there. So, let's have a quick look at what I'm doing here. I'm going to be selecting as the Space Marines. We have our army painter as usual for customizing your own type of faction, with 4 different settings there, although it's kind of like the original Dawn of War 2 where you have these preset colors. You can't quite get the exact tint you want there. You have your own insignias, we have all that, but the one thing I'm kind of excited about is you can actually look through each independent unit to see how they look for your customization options, because like those scouts, I don't think I like them having red trousers, to be perfectly honest. That wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but although the transition is a little bit slow, you do get a good detailed idea of what all your units are going to look like with the customization. So I could probably work on this a little bit more because I was hoping for more gold trim here for my predators and that, but we'll stick with what we got here. Also, additional features as we have for Dawn of War 3, we have our 3 hero elite units that we can summon in the middle of a match, which I don't quite exactly know how the elite point acquisition works there, aside for it being over time. But we have 3 slots for units here. We're going to go with Angelos. We're going to go with the Death Watch. Can't argue for anything else. I feel that's appropriate, and Assault Terminators. And one thing I didn't realize is apparently your elite unit that you drop down is actually your knight here. I figured it was like a unit you could build, but apparently it's one of your elite units you have to select for that. And then you have your 3 doctrines, which I'm going to go with the more generic route because I have no idea how the later game's going to go. So we're going to upgrade the flamethrowers. We're going to have listening posts improved, which they make a return there, as they weren't exactly in Dawn of War 2, I believe. They were just strictly Dawn of War 1, saying as a way to defend your acquisition points. So we're going to do the stupid thing and dive straight into a 1v1 match. Although most people are probably going to be doing 3v3, so chances are we're going to be facing off against a real opponent. And this will be very short-lived. More than likely. But in the meanwhile, am I able to look at our stuff in the meantime? Nope, it completely locks out. Because apparently, when I browse my Elite Units tab there, there's a good number of like customization upgrade options for like my Elite Units. And even enhancements or changes to my Doctrines, I believe, too. But they require certain levels with certain units. And I don't know if it's like for just playing Space Marines in general, or having actual use with the Terminators, for example, or Gabriel. We'll have a look at that afterwards, and let's see. We're facing off against another Space Marine. This one looks like a generic, like, 1v1 map. There's only, like, 1 map for each of the game modes there, so there's only 1 map for 2v2, and 1 map for 3v3, so at least for the open beta. Oh, and I have my opportunity to change my loadouts if I wish, so is there a way to kind of like, no. Is there a way to change it? Okay, just basic changes there from, we only have like 6 elite units and 5 elite units and 6 doctrines, so the options are pretty limited at the moment there, but of course they changed the dynamic quite a bit. Some of these elite units are really expensive, like the Imperial Knight, to the really cheap ones like the Death Watch Squad, which is basically an elite Space Marine unit. We will see how badly this goes for me. But I am kind of excited for this, to see how it turns out. I have a basic idea of how it's going to play with the tutorial, since they have one specifically for the multiplayer. But tutorial is nothing in comparison to a real match. The ultimate question is how long is it going to be? You figure with a 1v1 it's going to be more cutthroat than a 3v3 or 2v2, which will tend to draw out just because of how turtley you'll probably have to be. Because otherwise, if you go in solo, you're going to get stomped horribly as far as your own faction there. And with people from both sides constantly doing that, it's going to be a stalemate. So we have 3 objectives, from what I can tell here. Shield generator, a turret, and a power core. So impressions that I've heard at a glance is it's kind of MOBA related. The only difference is the shield generator, which you can't actually damage anything else until that's down. And the turret protects the power core, but it has several unique abilities. It's not like a really damn generic type of, what is it, turret. It actually has different things that you can manipulate on how effective it actually is. So, the hotkeys, from what I could tell originally, are like grid-based. So, all the hotkeys are as they show here. Q to R for the top row, A to F for the second, and then Z to V for the bottom. So they're all going to be pretty same, and it's going to be pretty simple diving into. Now, these are requisition points here. These are where I could deploy my listening posts and all that, and they make a return from Dawn of War 1. Although requisition points, of course, were still in Dawn of War 2, you just didn't really... I don't think had upgrade options available to them. So, barracks is done. I kind of would like just scout squads to spot, and important thing is to keep an eye on my resources. That's going to be the thing, that because I wasn't able to actually have actual resources, they just unlocked certain structures for me, so I never had a chance to pay attention to that. But we got our first requisition point. This is actual cover here, which is another capture spot, and we can use that as a defensive point, a choke point as it were. And it looks like this is pretty well choked off, so we're going to get our first upgrade. And from Dawn of War 1, these requisition points were strictly for the requisition, but now you can actually upgrade them for your power. There's no power generators from what I could tell before, so this is a new little feature. And now, scouts, you're out. I need you to spot the spy, because this is where the fighting is going to happen, I think. And also, I should probably group these. That would be pretty helpful, shouldn't it? Let's see. All the while, I need to figure out what these are. Oh, just not enough resources. So I need power generators. Armory, that takes power. Doctrine Chapel. Oh, that's for Devastators, so... let's go straight up with the turtling type of style. And also, let's get my Space Marines up, because I think I can actually shoot this at range, can I? Group them up. Try and get a free kill here, ideally. And we have drop pods available. Okay, scouts are actually capturing that, so the scouts, you may not have realized, are actually stealth, so they actually were pretty hidden there, which is why they were able to run by. Oh. And as I say that, they're about to get attacked. Oh, and that actually gives me elite points, I guess? At least that specific building. Oh, it shows on the ground, that's why. It shows on the ground. You can see the little icons. Each one's different. Okay, this makes a little more sense. So, let's upgrade everything there. We got a lot of damage on that tactical marine squad, but I have enough resources for another squad, so let's try and fix that. I think, anyway. Let's see. Oh, that's still building, I think. I don't know what my servitor's up to. We got some damage here. We're doing good here as far as requisition. It's just knowing how to get the most out of my units. Like, this is very easily capturable. I need to be careful of that. Speaking of which, when can I build my listening post? I think I need a servitor. That might be why. I think that's what's going on. I need a servitor, so let's build up a servitor while this armory is building, or Doctrine Chapel. We have scout snipers, so that would be good for defending a point. Because right now I have a good amount of resource. So, thankfully, I'm not fighting someone who's a badass, so this is good. Oh, my Death Watch squad is there. As much as I would love to deploy them, they're just a basic unit, so I may want to save that up for Gabriel for like heavy momentum forward. Also, reinforcements are... manual reinforcements are back in the game there from Dawn of War 1. Unfortunately, I can't reinforce them on the field. I would need to kind of make them fall back to my structures to do that. So snipers, you should hopefully be really good here, being able to shoot for free. Requisition generator, so let's get more servitors going. You're going to be on group 6, and let's try and build some listening posts. Is that possible? Yeah, it is. It just costs a lot of resources. So that's good to know. So snipers, I wish I could figure out what your range is, but I think this is a really damn good spot for you. Also, reinforce. Oh, take the sniper fire. And they have a listening post, so that's secured. So let's get the hell out of there. That might be a good idea. And it also lost its own casualties as a result, so... Okay, is the Devastators available? They're available, I just need a lot of resources for them, so... Hopefully... I would like to build these, but is that a good idea? It doesn't give me additional resources as like Dawn of War 1, so... It's strictly for stalling and buying time. That's what it seems like. So, reinforce, we got a decent advantage here, I want to say, and good damage on that. No, scouts, I don't want you moving, just shoot away. Even though they're heavy armor, you got a damn good position for it. Okay, we are 1 elite point away from getting Gabrielle. The only problem, again, is not knowing... Oh wait, why aren't you shooting? Is it because the rocks are in the way? That would suck. That would suck. I was hoping you had good angle and they're not shooting at all. Right, unless I tried to okay. Alright, fall back, repair. Scouts, get back in position. I know I'm accidentally moving you there, but let's see. Assault Marines could be good for the high ground scouts, but I still want to build those Devastators for securing points. Let's see. Do I need power? I got plenty of power, so it's just requisitions I need to be careful of. So let's keep boosting it up. Oh. Let me get you reinforced there still. Bring that tactical squad back up. A little starve on resources so far, it seems, but we're about even now. When's Gabrielle going to be available? Again, the issue is I have no idea when... Oh, it has a timer there. Not the most convenient, but I would like an easy way to know when that's available. Because that's pretty important considering I had that thing for so long. So you feel like I should have had him ready by now. And I'm going to have to be quick with utilizing them if I want to try and take this back quickly. So Assault Marines, I'm going to use you exactly for what it sounds. Dealing with those snipers up top. This is going to hurt a bit, but help is on the way. They're going to be on their own, but if they kill them quickly, this will pay off nicely. Come on. All I want you is to kill the squad and get the hell out. Nope. Let's get them out before they take too much damage. I feel like that was successful. Ooh, Gabrielle is now on the field, so I should have a massive power swing here. I just need him to get in position. Alright, I think they're screwed now. Oh, my resources are going crazy. I need to fix that. And of course, as I say, I can't even get the Devastator I want. Oh, and I can build standard tactical Marines too. Devastators are on the way. Now. Oh, how come he has his own Gabrielle Tosh? Wasn't I the one holding the middle all this time? Eesh. I figured that was like the only elite generation he could have got. As it stands now, that's completely not the case. So that's a little unfortunate. That was the whole reason why I decided to push as I did too. And as it stands now, I'm at a risk of getting overwhelmed. So Devastators are going to have to pull back or come in support, so this is not at all what I wanted. Gabrielle, what are you doing, buddy? I didn't want you fighting still, because right now it's kind of pointless. It seemed like a good strategy at first there. And then he somehow got his own Gabrielle at the same time. Now, Devastators, get moving. Everything, focus on Gabrielle, I guess, while Gabrielle kills their scouts, because it doesn't seem like he has that many units. Get more Tactical Marines. Devastators should do decent damage. Sadly, they're not las cannons, though. That would be pretty useful. And what's going on here? I'm trying to use my second ability. Is it just unlocked, or is it because he's stunned? Gabrielle's taking big hits, though, so it's not terrible now, and I still have the Elite Generator. Speaking of Elite Generation, let's see. Nope, he's running. He's running. Try and cut him off with my own Gabrielle. If we could kill him, this is huge. This is going to be amazing, because he's cut off now. He has to leap if he wants to get out. Oh my god. That was amazing. I don't know how significant that actually was, but that seems like amazing. Let's get the listening posts, fortify our position there, because I think I killed the scouts too. All the while. Where is my servitor from up here? No, that's the servitor. It helps if I optimize my control groups a little bit better. Okay, group 6. Okay, he's way over there, so let's try and upgrade. Let's get the arsenal. That's my standard upgrade station there. And it's kind of nice to have this move back to, what is it? Dawn of War 1, but let's see, with the base structures, not having like a single building. Is everything reinforcing? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to reinforce my squads, I'm just not sure if it's actually working. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to tab through and nothing was working. Okay, that's good. And Gabrielle also heals up. I'm assuming all the elite units also heal up by standing near my own structures there. Don't know if it counts for the listening post or not, but we got a nice fortification here. We have standard scout squad, so actually, let's start by pushing forward. Once these things start reinforcing, it's probably because I don't have the money to reinforce. That might be why he's graying out all the time. Okay, we have elite warriors, so do I want to save that? I think actually let's have a look at the Death Watch. I'm excited for a Death Watch rather, because the whole narrative I had for my own Space Marine squad for the Warhammer tabletop was that they were Death Watch trained. So this excites me a lot. Although, I'm pretty certain they're just standard tactical marines, but they have some good utility. Vortex grenade, ooh. There's something I wasn't expecting. I seriously doubt they're as powerful as an actual Vortex grenade, mind you. But, Teleport Homer is pretty important if I can build up the elite points, which is why I think this thing would be better as a late game unit. Did I seriously forget to move everyone? This is getting better and better for me. Okay, while that's happening though, let's upgrade units. And upgrades look like it's really easily stackable. Like, it shows on the icons there I have at least 3 upgrades available for my units. For the base upgrades, and then one unit only require 1 research for the unique upgrades. So, looking pretty straightforward. I gotta start teching up, I think. So, let's get some more units. Let's get this servitor building up some heavy weaponry, because I think he may be about to do the same. So, Machine Cult. I need Tier 2 Stronghold. Oh, you actually upgrade the Stronghold, don't you? Okay, that explains part of my problem. That explains that a little bit. Although I took a lot more damage than I would have liked. But as it stands now, I got amazing map control, so we should start abusing it. Only problem is I have no idea what he's doing right now. So that could scare me some. So let's see, 7 seconds till I get my next elite point. So, looks like he was just defending and he's about to die horribly to Gabrios. Uh-oh, Assault Marines are coming in though, that's a threat. So we're gonna jump in and do what they just did. Ooh, there's maximum damage. Whereas their Assault Marines only just knocked me back. I don't think they actually do damage, so I think I got a better trade on that. So, just gotta be careful. Gabrios is gonna take a lot of damage, but he had to accommodate me with lots of melee units, so that is good. And where's my... oh, It's probably because I keep forgetting to group them up. That might be why. But where's my Deathwatch squad? Oh, they are there. They're just hard to distinguish from the regular, like the regular Tactical Marines, and I don't want to find out if that Vortex grenade actually hurts Gabrios. Let's try and avoid that, shall we? Okay, Tier 2 is done. Now let's go back to what I was planning. Let's start getting ourselves some Dreadnoughts, shall we? And I guess it looks like you could change the facing for where the vehicles deploy out of. Pretty minor thing there, I guess. It's like the first one I actually saw that has that rotation. Well, that was anticlimactic, I will say. I was hoping to show you guys some later game stuff, but that is how a Dawn of War game basically plays. The only exception is I did not show you the shield generator, the turret, or anything like that. So that is where the MOBA element comes in that you may be familiar with. There's like 3 different structures you have to kill before you win the game. As I mentioned already, the shield generator protects everything else, but it has no defenses of its own. It just protects those that are near it or inside its shield. So you still have to destroy that before you can push forward in an effective manner. Then there's the actual turret itself, which actually is more of a skill shot rather than an auto attack. So you can dodge its basic ability as much as you want. You just need good awareness. And with the fact that you probably have a big, massive army in a really good, really intense, even match, that's going to be pretty difficult. And it also has like some AoE ability that shoots between random units, I think. And then of course there's the core itself, which is the final structure to win the match. And all that does is really not a lot at all, but it does have like a shield ability that makes it immune to damage for a short while. But the reason that shelter matters so much is because the headquarters, which I never talked about, actually can recall all your units back that are not in combat. It takes like about 5-10 seconds, but you can recall back, so that's where the MOBA element is. It didn't seem like it so much from what you saw, probably, of the match, aside from maybe capturing the points, but otherwise, everything up to that was basically Dawn of War 1, it felt like. Even with the listening posts, upgrading them, multiple structures, so I have yet to see the other nuances this game delivers, so this has a lot of promise for me, I think. It can be a little bit slow, I think. It seemed like there wasn't a lot of excitement there for a while early on, while I was capturing all the points. It didn't seem like there was much build-up, mainly because I got that elite point so early and scared him off, and he didn't want to contest it. Even though I would argue that's probably the most important point to grab on that map. So I'm a little bit shocked he got his own Angelos there so early. But that's the first look for me anyway at Dawn of War 3. I may very well do some more of this to see how it builds up. Thank you all for watching.